This is the Barbados Today evening news for Thursday, June 15. I am Mary-Claire Williams. Thank you for joining us. Prison officers are gearing up to confront a number of grievances at the island's correctional facility. The revelation came from attorney Gregory Nichols at a news conference this morning at the headquarters of the National Union of Public Workers.
Earlier this year, the prison officers would have written through their attorney at law to the Attorney General and Minister of Home Affairs to highlight a number of the concerns that they had, issues that have not been resolved. A lot of them concern lack of appointments, non-payment of salaries for temporary prison officers and substitute officers, and breaks in the service of prison officers, and garnishing of vacation leave, which, to my view, constitute a number of unlawful acts on the part of the management authorities of the prison. You will recall last year during the annual general meeting of the Prison Officers Association, the press was evicted from that association's AGM. Since then, the Prison Officers Association has been unable to convince the Ministry of Home Affairs or the prison officers' authorities to try to resolve any of the issues.
Frustration is mounting among CLECO policyholders as they await the Supreme Court's final approval of the transfer of their policies to a new company, Resolution Life Insurance Limited. In a statement issued today, the Barbados Investors and Policyholders Alliance revealed that all parties concerned have met and finalized the details of the transfer agreement. But BIPA says the deal is yet to receive the final blessing of the court, which has been notified of the accord through its registrar last month and again earlier this month. In other news this evening, Chairman of the National Assistance Board and Government Senator David Durant says the NAB will take steps to improve the housing conditions of pensioner Ordine Ford. In a Barbados Today article this week, the 71-year-old of Bibby's Lane described her home as a place of horrors. Durant visited the house earlier today and he gave assurances that something will be done to assist her.
The house is in need of repair. Definitely the roof is gone. The termites have carried away the rafters actually. The galvanized is not stable and any strong wind now will take the roof completely off, exposing her to more danger. So we will have to make representation out to the relevant authorities from our end to make sure that the roof is repaired first of all and the flooring, because right now we are unstable on the flooring as well. And the rat infestation will be taken care of through the environmental health, and the repairs to the house we will try to make sure that is taken care of as well from our end through the relevant authorities.
President and founder of the Barbados Vagrants and Homeless Society, Kemar Saffrey, has been telling government not to politicize homelessness. Saffrey was responding to Minister of Social Care, Steve Blackett, who this week told Parliament that the current administration inherited vagrancy from the Barbados Labour Party.
I don't think that there could be any truth to the statement where you can actually blame a political party for saying that homelessness was under them, or for the DLP to say that it was an inheritance of from the BLP. Homelessness is something that would have been here before our time. Vagrancy was here before our time. So it is not fair to say that a member of parliament can actually put the blame on a particular party in any sense.
In sports, West Indies women will face India women in a practice match tomorrow ahead of 2 official warm-up matches for the ICC Women's World Cup. The Caribbean side will play Pakistan women on Tuesday in Leicestershire before facing South Africa women on Thursday at Oakham. Windies women's Anisa Mohammed says she believes they have a chance of winning this year's tournament.
I think we have a really good chance of winning this World Cup. We've made it to the finals of the last 50-over World Cup, and I think after winning a T20 World Cup last year, I mean that is also motivating us to want to win the 50-over World Cup as well. And I think the spirit in the camp is excellent, and we're looking like we will win this.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Morning, Miss Oya. Morning. You again. So you're washing cars now. Well, I can't keep up with you at all.
Yes, girl, you know they're going to provision to selling slow. And I don't sell nation newspapers at all because them don't sell. So I washing cars now. I like to get up before 8:30 because I can't take the hot sun. You want the car wash?
No, not today. It clean.
But you're going in very early though?
Yeah, I just going early so I can read the Barbados Today online before work starts.
Right. But you can still let me clean the vendor for the $2. At least it's still cheaper than the nation newspaper.
All right.
I got a special boo here that I got it shiny. Thank you. Enjoy your day here.
You too.
All right. What that paper is? She can see clearly when the dirt is gone.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back now with news from the region. Tourism arrivals in St. Lucia are on the increase, and Minister Dominic Feddy told reporters that there was a 23% increase in arrivals and a 33.7% rise in the cruise sector. We get more from HDS News Force in Castries.
The Caribbean and Canadian markets have continued to show improvement with 9.3% and 19% growth respectively. The latter has been attributed to the addition of the Royalton Hotel, which through their sister company Sunwing Travel Group has intensely marketed the island as a tourist destination.
On the international scene, the judge in the Bill Cosby sex assault trial has instructed the jury to continue to try to reach a verdict after the panel said they are deadlocked on day 4 of their deliberations. A mistrial will be declared if the 7 men and 5 women fail to reach a unanimous decision. Cosby is accused of drugging and sexually assaulting Andrea Constant at his Philadelphia area home in 2004. And finally, U.S. President Donald Trump lashed out today following reports that he is being investigated for possible obstruction of justice. He dismissed as phony the idea that his campaign colluded with any Russian effort to influence last November's presidential elections. More in this report from Reuters.
Quote, they made up a phony collusion with the Russians story, found zero proof, so now they go for obstruction of justice on the phony story. Nice. The move a watershed moment in the nearly year-long investigation into Russia's interference in the 2016 election. Someone familiar with the investigation confirming to Reuters Wednesday's Washington Post report that the probe, now headed by special counsel and former FBI Director Robert Mueller, has expanded to determine whether Trump tried to impede the investigation. The Post reporting Mueller's team is set to interview National Intelligence Director Dan Coats, National Security Chief Mike Rogers, and Rogers' recently departed Deputy Richard Leggett as early as this week, adding that the obstruction of justice probe began just days after the May 9th firing of former FBI Director James Comey. Last week, Comey told the Senate Intelligence Committee that he informed Trump that he was not under investigation while Comey was head of the FBI, although he said he was certain his firing was due to the president's concern over the Russia probe.
That's news this evening. You can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also find us on Mix 96.9 FM if you're looking for more news and sports. I am Marie Claire Williams. Good evening.